Alright, this is the fourth intro for the Double Down podcast. Welcome, everybody. If you're fucking listening to this, probably not, but maybe down the line you'll listen to this one.
Yeah, well, once we get better
at this. For some reason, there's 3 million podcasts on the internet, and you listen to this one. It's probably on SoundCloud somewhere.
Whatever the fuck.
And doesn't have a video attached to it, so you're listening to it somewhere. But anyways...
Probably because we told you to. You probably don't know.
Yeah, you probably are friends or family. Hopefully not family. If
your family, turn this off.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. So we have written down some topics, but they're kind of retarded. So Nick, you want to pull up the topics?
Yeah. So our first idea. So we were talking about this earlier. So our first idea.
So we're going to have a reoccurring thing
throughout
the podcast. It's going to be the double down of the week.
Which we'll get to later, of course.
Yeah, so we'll just explain what that is now. So a double down is basically like when you know you're wrong.
Yeah, like you fucked up and you know it.
You fucked up and you know it, and the person you're talking to knows it also.
Right.
But you double down and go even harder with the idea of what you came up with before.
And now that other person's like... Wait.
Fuck.
Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I gotta think about this.
Yeah. And it's a power move.
Yeah.
You double down, total power move.
Total Trump move, honestly.
Yeah, but anyways, when we get bigger or whatever, you guys can leave your double down in the comment section or wherever we're gonna post this.
Yeah.
But that's when we have people listening to this shit. For right now, we have 0 people.
Yeah, and for now, you're going to hear our fucking shitty double downs.
Yeah.
That we have whenever they happen.
I tend to double down all the time.
Yeah, Joey knows how to double down properly. Yeah, so... But for now, we'll just kind of talk about things that...
Dumb shit.
Yeah.
That we probably talked about before.
Earlier, and then like, oh, dude, that's a good idea for a podcast.
Yeah, and then wrote it down.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, yeah, we got to talk about this on the podcast.
Yeah, So
anyways, what we were talking about in a pizza place, we always end up in pizza places.
Yeah. There's a pizza place right around the corner for me that me and Joey...
Nobody cares? Nobody cares?
Well, if anybody's wondering.
Nobody cares.
Nobody's wondering.
0 people care.
But
anyways...
So there's a pizza place around the corner, and me and Joey go there, and it's usually just us two, and we're usually yelling.
Dude, we're fucking so loud.
so
loud, and everybody behind the counter is listening to our whole conversation.
Yeah. It just kind of happens that way.
It is definitely not appropriate.
No.
for anybody to listen to this
fucking today, I didn't even know how to do it. And Joey, who talks the loudest out of anybody I ever known.
No, well, there was a reason I told you to stop talking.
Well, yeah, because
the pizza place wasn't empty. It was fucking filled, and there was children around.
And I kind of said, I'm like, oh, you mean like adult toys? And then some mom like looked at me and was like, you know.
All right, well, we gotta get.
We'll get into
We can't just mention adult. We gotta go into what we were talking about.
Alright.
So what we were talking about was like, so my brother got this fucking VR headset.
Right.
For Christmas, because we're filming this in January.
Which I kind of really want to get, honestly. That looks like a really sick thing to have.
Yeah, but anyways, so so we were talking about like how in the future, like how they're gonna take the VR headset to the next level, and like it's gonna just be like the whole you could run anywhere.
Right, because it first started off as like you'll have like a track to like run on, you know, and then like your character's abilities or your abilities where like you run as fast as your character and things like that. But then instead of a track, it's just gonna be like,
dude. So I said, why don't like they just have a whole field with just people with VR headsets on, and like in Call of Duty they just have like it the size of the actual map in Call of Duty.
Right.
And then they actually just run around the field. But when they put the VR headsets on, there's holes in the eye parts, so they're really just running around and they think it's VR, but it's just real life.
It's just an absolute scam where you just run around
and you just a VR headset with holes in it for the eyes.
Right.
And you put it on and they just tell you it's fucking God.
VR, yeah. God. And you're actually just running around the field with a bunch of other people.
But that we were yelling about that in the pizza place.
This sounded much funnier when we were in the pizza place.
Yeah, it sounded much funnier in. now we know what like other people are hearing. It sounds fucking so stupid.
That sounds ridiculous.
So fucking stupid.
We just explained our whole idea in 2 minutes, and we probably went on for a good 25 minutes.
This was 25 minutes.
Just like explaining this idea to each other.
Dumb ideas, and then this one guy next to us was just blatantly listening, but looking the other way, looking at the counter of the pizza place, like where all the pizza is, for like 25 minutes. The entire time he was just staring at the counter, blatantly listening to what we were saying. But anyways, that was today in the pizza place. Yesterday, same pizza place,
same spot.
This is the second idea we wrote down. We wrote 2 ideas down.
Yeah, this is our other idea.
Yeah.
So
hopefully this isn't a minute long.
Yeah.
But so we have this friend. Should we say his real name?
Yeah.
We haven't even told him the idea yet.
Yeah, we haven't. Let's go with Rob.
Yeah, we'll go with Rob. So his name's Rob. It might rhyme with it.
There might also be another name.
Yeah.
But
So let's go with Rob. So our goal for this semester is to get
Rob laid.
Yeah. So
it's been a minute.
Yeah, a lot of minutes. So anyways, so our idea to get Rob laid would be to fucking
all right. So we go to a frat.
How do we preface this?
Okay, ready? So we go to a frat. Now Rob doesn't talk very much.
Yeah, right? Rob's kind of mute.
He's a quiet guy,
but he's funny.
He's funny. That's important to know. So like like he can play along with something. Like if you tell him like to play along with something, like he's your man. So we go to a frat. Go to a party.
And it's just me and Nick.
Yeah. So basically...
It's me, Nick, and Rob. We just go out. And the whole night is dedicated to, like, finding girls for Rob. Yeah, for this mission. Like, me and Nick aren't doing anything for ourselves.
Even if the opportunity comes.
Yeah.
No.
We're not allowed.
That's not how that works. So, it's not how that works.
So, the mission would be, since Rob doesn't talk much, we create a fake narrative about Rob. And we go up to groups of girls, and we basically just go up to them and be like, "Hey, you haven't heard about Rob? What do we say?
Look, starting off with a question,
because it's fucking foolproof. It's
Oh, it is. No. We've gone over this. I mean, I don't know how many times we've gone over this, but it's foolproof.
It started off as a joke, and then we were like,
"Dude, like this actually can't.
This actually could work, and it's kind of nuts if this does work for Rob."
Because like I know some dumb people, and even not dumb people will fall for this.
Yeah, because it's just so out there that like, why wouldn't you?
Right. So basically, the idea is that you go up to a group of girls.
It's me and Nick, and then Rob is behind us.
Right. Like kind of like a little bit too far, where like you don't know if he's with us or not.
Yeah, but definitely watching us.
Right. so you go up, and it's like starting off with a question in any conversation, like instant conversation starter. So, you ever heard the legend of Rob? Right?
Yeah, they're like, what? And then they're like, you guys aren't trying to get with us? We're like, no. No, Rob likes you. We cannot. They're like, who's Rob? We're like, oh, you don't know Rob? They're like, what?
Yeah. Now you're intrigued.
Now I'm like, oh, no, we can't tell you. They're like, no, do tell. Do tell.
Please tell us.
So then...
So you got him. You got him hooked.
Now we got him on the hook. So this is where it comes... The main area comes into play. So we say... So Rob is standing right behind us. We don't look back. We don't look back. We just point.
We don't look, and we tell them not to look either.
Yeah. We say, yo, you see Rob's right behind us. He should be looking over. Yeah. He finds you guys attractive or something. Yeah. We say something along those lines.
He likes you.
Yeah.
He likes you.
He pointed you out. Yeah. We say that. He pointed you out.
Because that'll make anybody feel special.
Yeah. And then they're like, what? What do you mean? What's up with Rob? We're like, he doesn't talk much. Right. So... Since he doesn't talk much, what the fuck did we say?
No, so the idea was that Rob likes to listen, right? So
No,
Rob,
that's
Rob,
creepy as fuck.
No, Rob.
We cannot tell people that.
these girls
We cannot
like
tell random girls that Rob likes to listen and he doesn't talk much. We cannot tell people that. This will not work out for Rob if we tell him. Hey, listen. Rob likes to listen. He's not much.
Loves to use his ears.
Like, Jesus Christ.
I didn't even. All right. So Rob doesn't listen. Rob does not listen. But
so the whole idea is that we get them so intrigued in Rob because let's just say he's not good with girls. I guess like he's quiet. He's shy. So the whole idea is get them interested in him before he has to even say anything.
Right.
That's the idea we're going
That's
off
the
of.
idea. But
and this is the only way that we think it could work. That idea could work because so we go up to them, we get them hooked on Rob.
Right.
They don't know about Rob. Rob hasn't gone up to them yet.
Right. They don't know anything about Rob. They're curious. Maybe you're like, Rob's pretty hung. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We mentioned his cock size. True or not? He's got 10 inches. Easy 10. That's what we tell him. Easy 10. Cold.
That gets a gasp. He's like, oh.
They're like, what? And they were like, oh, we told too much. We've said too much.
We're like, or 9 if that's what you want.
And then they're like, no. Wait. And then we're like, well, we could call Rob over and what do we fucking say?
We'll come over and he'll make a selection.
We say, oh, should we call Rob over? And then if this goes according to plan, they'll be like, yeah. And we'll be like, no, Rob doesn't talk much. Just let you know before he comes over. And we're going to tell Rob not to say anything.
Yeah. No. So Rob knows going into this.
Do not say anything because it's going to fuck up the whole thing.
Right.
Because let's say he's not much of a talker.
Because if I know Rob, he can walk over this in a weird situation, keep a straight face, and walk away.
Yeah. So that's the plan for Rob. All he has to do is just come over when we tell him. So then once we get the group of girls that are interested and won't get annoyed or like
or won't think we're fucking idiots.
Yeah, won't think that we're lying. We call Rob over. So Rob comes over and then but before Rob comes over, we tell the girls, we're like, all right, listen, he's going to come over, and the way he does things, he just chooses which one of you that he likes the best, and then if you want to get with Rob, you guys go.
Yeah.
And then we narrow that down to the group of girls that are down for that.
So now, how this has worked is...
Rob hasn't had to say anything.
Rob hasn't had to say anything, and now normally the ball's in their court. It's like, we have to sell ourselves as guys to you, but now they're so curious in this that they're trying to sell themselves to Rob.
Yeah. So the girls that are left it's like The Bachelor, honestly.
It's essentially like The Bachelor, where they're just trying to show their best qualities.
All the girls, when the guy's a bachelor. So all the girls want the guy, and the guy gets to pick.
Yeah.
So that's how we're setting. That's basically the preface for this idea.
Right.
And I think it's gonna work because girls love The Bachelor, and it's a weird show, but I like it too. Anyways.
No, it's a fantastic show.
Don't watch it.
It's great.
But don't watch it.
It's a great show.
You don't watch it?
Yes, I do. I watched the last season and this season.
No, you don't. But anyway, don't watch it.
Okay.
But anyways, fucking yelling. There's nobody. There's no reason for me to be yelling. But so now we call Rob over, and Rob gets to pick. Right? It's like The Bachelor. Who gets the rose? And the girls know what's good. They all want the rose, which is Rob.
We've made this very clear.
Yeah. If you don't understand, just type in the comments and we'll explain the whole thing over again. So anyways, so then Rob comes over and then all the girls are like, oh my god, what's gonna happen?
It's Rob.
Who's he gonna pick?
Rob's here, everybody.
Rob. And then, so then all he has to do is just point, because we told him not to say anything. We told the girls he doesn't say much. And that's it. He just has to point to them and then...
It's essentially, but the way he does it is important. So, if you watch Game of Thrones, it's like before the dragon approves of you, It's like he either sets you
Yeah.
on fire and he kind of just like sniffs around and like
Yeah.
gives you like weird eyes and you don't know what's going on. You're kind of scared, but also like
He
if
kind
it
of does
works out
eeny,
for
meeny,
you-
miny, mo.
right? But if it works out for you,
And then he picks the one.
right?
And I think that's gonna work. We'll keep you updated on if that works or not. I think if we dedicate a whole night to that idea,
Yeah,
it'll work out for Rob, and he'll get with one of the girls
yeah. I think that's
without saying a word,
I think it'll work,
and
I mean,
with consent, of course.
right.
Consent is the most important part of this whole story.
Yep.
So, moral of the story is consent.
Right. Never forget it.
Don't forget it.
Step on your right foot. Don't forget it.
Yeah, but anyway, also let us know how long you want these podcasts to be, because right now we're at almost 16 minutes.
Yeah.
And
We've went through all of our material.
yeah, we went through everything we fucking wrote down. We thought it would be 45 minutes already,
Nope.
and I'm out of fucking water.
Yeah. Do you want mine? Yeah.
Nope,
Pour it.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Nope.
Chlamydia.
Alright. Yeah. Okay. Well.
But yeah, and then we're also coming out with the video too, but not
Yeah,
for
the
this
video,
one
yeah.
because we fucked up and
The video we'll do once we figure out like a nice little setup for ourselves. We'll get videos up. And the
yeah, and then also he's going back to college, so we're gonna do once a month,
yeah.
like we mentioned earlier, and then we'll have guests along the way.
For sure.
Also, which should be even better. And we got to figure out how to like fill in these spaces that are like taking like up most of the space.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, because then we could go back
What
and
are you
change
talking
it.
about? What are you talking about empty space? Like, what do you even mean?
We're not editing. It's gonna be fluid.
Yeah, of course.
Also, family-friendly podcast.
Oh,
right?
of course,
Yeah,
of
if you
course.
couldn't tell already,
Yeah.
family-friendly. Alright, alright. Anyways, we just figured out the double down on the day.
Yeah.
And this will probably be the last story of the podcast, this episode of the podcast. So, our double down, or whatever.
Our double down of the week? You could say the week.
Well, it
double-
wasn't
it's
this
not-
week.
well, yeah.
It was a while ago. So, we'll just say our double down
This
for-
was what? This was last summer?
2
No,
years ago.
2 summers ago, right?
a year and a half ago.
So
So me and Nick go to Six Flags, right? And we take down all the rides in like the first 2 hours. The park was empty,
yeah.
and so then we're doing everything twice because we have time and shit.
So if you know anything about Six Flags, the one in New Jersey, besides the fact that it sucks
That
because
is
it's in
fucking
New Jersey,
because it sucks.
because it's fuck New Jersey.
The parks are right, but
Yeah.
the location, that's one of it.
That's a little shitty, but whatever. But if you know anything about that Six Flags, you know that the best ride there is El Toro.
Yeah,
You know.
and also the other ones, but El Toro.
But mainly El Toro.
El Toro is good too. Mainly El Toro. So, we didn't buy a locker because I was wearing cargo shorts, also known as roller coaster pants.
Because, nothing comes out of
Yeah,
them.
because they have fucking zippers and shit. So, that's where I put all my valuables because I don't want to put it in a locker.
Yeah. But Six Flags in the past couple of years is getting really tight about you can't bring this on the ride, you can't bring that on the ride. It's basically just an absolute scheme to
Yeah.
fucking get you to buy lockers so that you'll spend more money at a park that you're already spending too much money to be at.
Yeah, so we go the whole day, riding everything. He puts his stuff in the locker. I don't trust the lockers.
Yeah.
So I have mine in my my shorts. So anyways,
Yeah, by the way, just to preference this with, a locker has been bought, my stuff is in it. Joey refuses to put his stuff in it.
well, I don't trust it, and also there's a reason I don't trust it because we buy a locker, and then he has to go get his stuff out of it, and he forgets the code.
Which I later remembered.
No, he remembered the pattern in which he touched the numbers. He didn't remember the actual numbers.
Yeah, but that's not... Okay.
And we were doing it for like a good amount of time to where he could have forgot the whole thing and lost all of his shit.
But everything was okay, so it doesn't really matter.
So that's why I didn't put my shit in the locker, because this idiot didn't write down the code and just remembered the pattern and it wasn't working. It was a different code than what he thought it was.
People that are listening to this are like, oh no, I know the pattern. Like, that's how I remember it. I know for a fact people remember the pattern that they do.
Yeah? But then how come it took you 10 minutes to open the fucking
I
lock?
had to remember the pattern.
No, he remembered the... So, the amount of numbers in a row were different from on the screen than on the locker.
Oh, that's true. So it was like...
So he remembered the pattern on the screen, which had 3 rows, or like...
It was a 3x3, like normal.
It was a 3x3 with all the numbers on it.
Like 1, 2, 3 going across, 4, 5, 6 going across.
On the locker, it was 2 rows.
No, it was 1, 2, 3 going down. 4, 5, 6 going, right?
It wasn't 3v3.
Oh, was it like 4? Oh, it was 4v. It was 4-2.
It was
so
4-2.
It was 1, 2, 3, 4 going down, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 also going down.
So it looked like 2 sushi rolls, basically, is what we're talking about.
Essentially.
With numbers on it. So the patterns were totally different. So that's why he forgot the... He didn't remember the numbers. He forgot the pattern because it wasn't...
Right.
But anyways, so I didn't trust the locker, so I had all my shit in my pockets. So then we go to... Later in the day to ride El Toro for the second time after we rode everything else.
Great time the first time. Everything went off without a hitch.
Yeah, so we rode everything, and then we're doing everything again. El Toro is the last ride we have to ride the second time. So we go, and this fucking guy starts with 2 security guards. He has...
His name's Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
I'll never forget his fucking name.
Yeah, this guy's name is Michael. And, so he's like, before you could even get on the line for the ride,
they check you.
They're like checking people, and they're like, oh, if you have any phones, wallets, anything in your pockets, you have to use the locker. So we go, and so I'm like, oh, we rode the ride already with everything in the pockets. We're good. And then he was like, no, you have to use the locker. We're like, what are you talking about? He's like, we're not letting anybody on the rides. It's New Jersey policy.
Yeah.
He's like, it's state policy. I was like, bro, this is the only park in the state. What the fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean?
And this kid's our age, so we're like, what do you mean?
Yeah, because at the time, think about it. He just graduated high school. Like, he's fucking, this kid's not anything
He's like,
special.
He's like our age, so I'm like, come on, man. Like, I have roller coaster shorts on. What are you doing?
He's like, nope.
Nothing comes out. I rode every single ride.
He's like, nope, can't do
And
it.
he's like, I was like, yeah, we just on King of Cod. He's like, oh, King of Cod's closed. And I was like...
Oh, dude, yeah, you said that. You're like, I was just on King of Cod. I was like, King of Cod's closed. And
I was like, no, look at it, idiot. It's going right now.
Yeah.
And we were just on it. So that's when I knew this kid was annoying.
Yeah.
So Nick buys the locker. I don't put my stuff in it. Right? Because I don't trust Nick with the locker code.
Well.
And so then I pretend I put my stuff in the locker. Because the locker's right next to the ride, right?
Yeah.
So we go to the locker. I'm pretending I'm putting my stuff in it. And then this is my double down because I fucking still had my stuff in my pocket.
Honestly, there was a few double downs, to be perfectly honest, in this situation.
So I still had all of my stuff in the pocket, but I moved it to the pocket where the sun was at. So that if he looked in the pocket, like if he put his hand in the pocket, he would definitely feel all of my phone, my wallet, my keys immediately
to the brim.
There was everything in this one pocket. So I put it to the pocket where the sun was at.
So just to keep in mind, his pocket looked like when Napoleon Dynamite stuffed his pocket full of tater tots.
Dude, it was full. It was full.
And it was clearly
and you could tell, and you could tell it was full, and it was jingling because my keys were in.
Yeah.
So everything he told me to put in the locker was in my right pocket because the sun was in it, or like the sun was in a weird spot where if it was on that side, and he looked inside, it would be dark, and he couldn't see anything.
You might now that I'm thinking about it, you might as well have just had fucking Christmas jingle balls in your fucking pocket.
Yeah, you could see there's a fucking lump in my pocket.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I go up to him and I open the pocket and it's dark, exactly how I planned it.
Now I can vouch for this. I was behind Joey when this happened, and like looking into it, he opened it and he was exactly right.
Fully,
like fully open. Like I couldn't even see anything in it, and I knew that all of his.
And you could totally see that it's just shit in the pocket. There's stuff in the pocket. So then the kid's wearing gloves for some reason.
Yeah,
like
he's wearing
medical
blue
gloves,
latex gloves, like a weirdo.
Like he's gonna check my prostate or something. But that's besides the point. So he had these gloves on, and he had these 2 security guards next to him. Like this was the only ride he was doing it. So I was like, all right, yeah, we put everything in the locker. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, like, do you want to reach in there and check? And that was a big step because I couldn't back down from that one.
That was honestly, that was like the moment where it was like, this is it.
Yeah. So he was like, nah, I believe you. And I was like, oh.
And that's when you know those gloves were all for show, because he has those gloves on
to check people's pockets.
And he's not using them.
So I was like, yeah, you want to reach in there and check? Like, you if you don't trust me, you could see right in there. There's nothing in there because it was black. It was just the way the sun was hitting it.
Yeah, I don't know how this.
I don't know how it even happened.
I don't know.
There was fucking keys in there and shit.
Honestly, like, from my perspective, you were David Blaine. You were David Blaine for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because this lasted 5 minutes.
Yeah, and this guy was watching this whole time. He saw me walk up and things like just heavy. So then he's like, yeah, you can get on the line. So now me and Nick are like shocked.
We're absolutely like flawed that this kid like let him go, because he was being such a hardest. He was sending everybody back.
He was being a dick before.
And him and Joey talked for probably about a minute and a half. And if you think about it, a minute and a half with a full line behind you is a long time.
Yeah,
and he let him go.
I was like, yeah, he was like interrogating me about this pocket for so long. And then it was like, yeah, you're good. So I was like, oh shit. So then we got on the line.
Probably walked about halfway down.
Yeah, and then I started laughing. Well, you looked at me, or no, I don't know who was in front. If I was in front, I looked back, and the security guards were still watching us.
Yeah.
So something happened to where, like, me and Nick...
We blew our cover.
We blew our own cover because we couldn't believe it that this kid looked directly in the pocket and said that there was nothing in there.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure Helen Keller would have known that there was stuff in there.
You could fucking hear it.
Like, so it was unbelievable.
So as we're walking, like, me and him start laughing. We're like, holy shit, how did that work? And then I guess one of the security guards saw the pocket moving.
Yeah.
And was like...
He's clearly
both of them they're like yelling at me.
Yeah.
Yo, get off the line.
Yeah.
Get off the line. And I'm like, what? And then these two security guards pull me over to the side.
Yeah.
And they have these like, didn't they have the batons?
Yeah, they had the batons.
They had the batons out. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? I was
like, guys, you work at Six Flags.
I was like, chill. Everybody chill.
Dude, imagine if you got this shit kicked out of you.
They acted like I had a fucking bomb on me at Six Flags. I was like, everybody fucking calm down. All right? What do you want? They were like, go, take everything out of your pocket. Take everything out of your pocket. I was like, bro, yeah, I have my phone, my keys, everything's in the pocket, bro.
You're like, he checked me.
I was like, he checked me. He didn't see it. My bad. That's not on me. He checked. And then these guys were like, you weren't supposed to have anything in the pockets. I was like, you were right there.
Yeah, he
checked it.
He was like, he told you not to have anything in your pockets. I'm like, he checked you. Like,
so then they're yelling at me. They're like, why? That's a hazard on us. Oh,
yeah.
I was like, why? They're like, because if your phone falls out, it's on us. I was like, no, it's not.
Because it won't fall out because I'm wearing my fucking roller coaster pockets.
Yeah, I was like, I have roller coaster pockets on. So anyways.
Which the people of New Jersey do not think is a real thing, which is unbelievable.
Yeah, so whatever. So then they were like yelling at me and making a huge scene. Huge scene to where like people think I might have brought a weapon.
Yeah, like everybody's walking past us, like, fuck, you know, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, everybody calm down. I just had my phone in my pocket. Like, literally just had my phone in my pocket. So now they're like, the kid comes up to us. The kid, what?
Yeah,
Michael. He comes up to us and he's like, sounds so defeated.
He's
upset,
like disappointed.
Disappointed. He comes up to us. He's like, I can't believe you lied to me, man. You told me you didn't have anything. He's like, I'm sorry, but like, we're gonna have to kick you out of the park, or something.
Now at this point, me and Joey look at each other and are like,
we're like, what? We're like, what do you mean you're disappointed?
First off, what do you mean you're disappointed? Second off,
he was like, I'm so disappointed you lied to me. I was like, I don't know you, dude. What the fuck? You work at Six Flags and you're being a dick. So now he's like, give me this sob story that I lied to him. I was like, I don't care, man. he's like, you're banned from El Toro from the day. I could have banned you from the park. I was like, oh man, all right, Michael, you banned me from El Toro. Wow, whatever. So
now at this point, even the security guards thought that was a little fucked up. Because they come up to us and they're like...
Yeah, they're like, listen, he probably gets off his shift in like 30 minutes. You guys could come back and ride the ride when he's gone. So I'm like, nah, we're out of here.
Yeah, so we left.
So we left the whole park.
I think we got Dippin' Dots and dipped.
We got Dippin' Dots and left. Yeah.
Called it a day.
And that was the Double Down. The first Double Down of Double Down podcast.
That's right. The first Double Down.
And we're probably gonna end it on that shit because we're at 30 minutes. I don't know who's still listening to this.
Probably no one.
Yeah, probably.
But just to take away from it is that just when you think you're fucked, double down.
You gotta double down always.
Got to.
Double down always. Even if you know you're wrong, you double down.
Yeah.
Double.
All right. So I think that's it. We'll see you in a month.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a month.
All right. Peace.
Peace.